This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
And good morning on a Friday. Nick CILETTI here with your top stories from ABC 15 Arizona. A teen now under arrest in Avondale after several cars were vandalized with racial slurs. Avondale police arresting 18-year-old Benjamin Leong, accusing him of writing hateful messages on 4 vehicles. Now, since the victims were able to wash the paint off themselves and there wasn't a huge financial loss, the suspect is just facing misdemeanors. One victim was a pastor who has this message.
Forgiveness was there right after it happened. I would just remind them that, hey, there's consequences for our actions.
Leong was charged with criminal damage, disorderly conduct, and trespassing. Police are still working to identify a man who was killed by the light rail. This happened Wednesday night near Central and McDowell. Phoenix police say the man was crossing Central when he was struck. Today's soaring used car prices could impact you even if you're not in the market to buy a car. It turns out your existing car may now be underinsured, which could cost you thousands of dollars if you're in an accident. Here's John Matteries.
Herm Harrison loves restoring old things, whether electric transformers.
This particular one went in a soft drink vending machine.
Or his pride and joy, his 20-year-old Ford Crown Vic.
This is 2002 Crown Victoria LX Sport.
But a few months ago, someone hit that pride and joy in the rear quarter panel.
Body shop pulled it out, straightened the panel.
When he asked his insurance company to pay the $3,000 bill, he was stunned. Instead, he got a letter stating the repair cost was more than half the car's market value. So they would be totaling the car and giving him less than $2 grand.
$1,817 or $1,820, something in that neighborhood, if I wish to retain the car, and then they would assign it a salvage title.
Herm says he sees cars like his in this condition selling for between $6,000 and $10,000 on Auto Trader and eBay. But he says his insurance company values it as an $1,800 junker. Jonathan Klinger is a vice president of Hagerty Insurance, which insures older and collector cars. He says with a car like Herm's, you need to ask for stated value coverage with a specific worth if it's damaged.
The value of the vehicle, that it's worth, its market value, that is agreed at the time the policy is issued. And if something terrible was to happen to the car and it was a total loss, there's no questions, there's no determining the value at the time of the loss.
Otherwise, a fender bender could leave you thousands of dollars in the hole.
I'm going to take a substantial financial loss through no fault of my own. And that just doesn't seem like the ethical thing to do.
We contacted Herm's insurer, which agreed to take another look, but he may have to live with the settlement. So don't waste your money. I'm John Matteries.
Well, it's something already done in Arizona. Now the CDC is using wastewater to track the spread of COVID. It's going to start publishing the data about it on Coronavirus Dashboard, the national wastewater surveillance system. It's testing for disease in 19 states. More than 500 of its sites will start submitting data to the CDC this week. The MLB lockout negotiations are striking out 2 weeks before spring training is supposed to get underway. The league requesting a federal mediator come in to help resolve things. The Players Association still has to sign off on that. The price of convenience is on the rise. Amazon announcing Prime memberships will increase by $20 to $139 a year. If you do the monthly version, it'll increase by $2. Amazon says the increase is due to expanded services like Prime Video and same-day shipping. It also cites rising labor and transportation costs.
Time now for that most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. Temperatures will reach the 30s and 40s in northern Arizona today. A change from yesterday, a little bit more comfortable, although still pretty cold. At least it's not the 20s that you were experiencing yesterday. All in all, temperatures are going to start to trend up at least a little bit. Today, look for a high of 65 in Phoenix. So we're out of the 50s this afternoon, and we will get a little bit milder, although still technically a few degrees below the average high for this time of year. Here's how the day shapes up. We start off cold, still some freeze alerts south and northwest of the valley. Our low in Phoenix down to about 38 degrees. Then temperatures trend up and we'll be back into the 60s at around 2 o'clock before a high today of 65 degrees. We'll get some more breezes too, those gusts at times near 20 miles an hour here in the valley, but nothing but sunshine in our forecast here as we go through the day today. Some gusts here in the valley, some breezes up north too, but generally not as strong as what we've felt the last couple days. Breezes, temperatures trending up through the weekend here in the valley and in the high country.
For the latest headlines, weather and traffic, go to ABC15.com or just download our free ABC 15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.